We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Brooklyn Beats and the Indianapolis Colts. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A quick slant to Hill. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Here's the option. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Brooklyn.
Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead.
Score Beats 7, Colts nothing. Kaimi Fairbairn.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line. In pregame, get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. It's a big conversion on third for the Colts. 54 yards on the ground.
11-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now it's Hines. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
It's a gain of...
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. from 3 yards out. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Made at the 25-yard line. They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 5.
They'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Trey Hendrickson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
At the 20.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw a completion.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
A 39-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run with Hines. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports.
Beats 10. Colts 7.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
At the 42-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. This is Hines, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Taken down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Number 87. That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got his tight end, Burton. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Now a toss play. It's Hines. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Colts 14. Beats.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
Catch made at the 25-yard line. They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with...
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
Flush to his right. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 11 yards there, 1st down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
11 yards there, 1st down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10". They went with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Second and 10 now from the 27. This one caught by Davis. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And it's caught. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
At the 2-yard line.
2nd and 1 from the 2. Here's Hines. And this this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Okay, 2nd and 1, you get nothing. What now on 3rd and 1?
Sorry about that. I was so excited I jumped in on you. This is almost like practice to me. Line it up and do it again. You didn't get it right the first time. Just get right back on the ball and go. It doesn't matter that they know you're coming. You ought to be able to pick up this short yardage.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead.
Is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 14 yards that time, and a 1st down on the keeper. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the 1st down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach and probably his agent, too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Colts 47-yard line.
It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. To throw. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Finds his tight end Ingram, and they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 20-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. Now this time he'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
Intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
That's the end of
But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. 2nd half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. They go play action here on 1st down. And And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
For the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2 catches in the 1st half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
23-yard line.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
29-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Brings up third down.
Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. For a pull, give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll move the chains.
47-yard line.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Going for the deep ball. And this one is incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A 6-yard pickup.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Back to throw now on first down. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Corey Davis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football. Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. He'll have a first down past the 40, the 40, the 30, 10. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, 75 yards. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On first down, it's Hines. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Finally a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Rocky Sin. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today. Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
He's letting this one go for Fuller, and he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. This offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Rolling to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 47. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught at the 25. And touchdown. Brandon Cooks. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They begin the drive with Hines. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They run again with Hines. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Makes it 3rd down and 10.
They'll run here with Raymond Calais. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. There's Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Darius Leonard on the tackle. Today's final score, Colts.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Indianapolis, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Brooklyn, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Line. 2 point conversion. 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 2 point conversion